All right, it's time to go play photographer, which I don't get to do very often. So I'm gonna do that. Well, here we are at the location of the shoot. That's me. Light is not right. Sun is way too high, so we're just going to shoot in the shade with the green in the back, play around with the aperture and stuff, and try to get it right. So I need one person. So I'm waiting on one person to come around. Oh, there. What do we have here? The coolest bug of the day. Hello, mister. How are ya? Well, like our experience doing this on the beach down at Seacrest Beach in Florida, it's always entertaining and interesting to try to corral the kids, but also keep the grown-ups looking at the camera smiling. And while that's happening, we got a couple of them that are really good at it. So that was entertaining. I did laugh out loud as much as I have in quite some time with my one young nephew who he really he doesn't like this process at all, and he wouldn't look at me. He literally wouldn't look at me. He'd look at the ground. So at one point when his mom was trying to take a picture with her phone with his grandparents, and he was looking at the ground, I said, okay, dude, I'm gonna lie on the ground then. I'm gonna meet your eyes. I'm gonna lie down here on the ground so that you can look up. And then he started looking everywhere, and I just moved around so that I was always looking at his eyes, at his face, and I laughed so hard. And I don't know that he realized that I genuinely thought it was funny. I hope his mom realized, my niece, he's like my great nephew, realized that I was genuinely laughing. I was absolutely amused by the entire situation. Pretty funny. Now comes editing. So I gotta take a look at all these pictures on the computer and see what we can do to find the best ones and make them perfecto. And she paid me. It's my sister-in-law. She paid me. We owe them a metric crap ton of money, in my opinion, because of their generosity while we were in Hawaii. You know, I mean, they're whatever. So I think that's silly. All right, bye. That car can kick this car's butt. It's a Corvette, but it's got a light bar on top, and I don't know why. Off we go, going to pick up some pizza for dinner. So that's fun, exciting. Didn't really shoot a lot of video at the soccer game. You saw some, right? Grandparents were there. Ben didn't get to play a lot, but they won, so that's good. And I was gone to the FC Cincinnati game to watch some soccer after playing some soccer. So happy Saturday. Hope your Saturday's moving along swimmingly. That's real. Pizza accomplished. All right, let's go. Yep. Car rearrangement bingo. Which means I'm going to be slightly late. I forgot to remember. The stink bugs aren't as bad as they used to be, but they are still bad. So I got to get this guy out of here. I am not driving around with that dead stink bug in here. Yeah, at 8:53, I'm definitely going to be late. I don't like that. But alas. All right, let's make our day. It's Sunday. Got a busy Sunday. I'm sure you do too. Got a lot going on. Whoa. Sorry. Just pulled out in front of somebody. Not closely, but I didn't see him because I was in a hurry. Good thing about most classical music is I don't have to worry about copyright. Not all. So we leave the in-laws after church pancakes. So it was after church for several of us, although some of us didn't go to church. And I'm going to go chill for a bit while I can, before I have to be back at church for the 2 o'clock event. And I really do need to think about what I'm going to say in my welcoming remarks as I host the event, and then do a lot of the just introducing each little thing that's happening. It's almost like acts. It's almost like a performance, really, this little thing that we're doing for our retired director of music ministries, whom I have known for quite some time, Mr. Neil Hamlin. Yep. So he actually recruited me to be in the choir, the adult choir, while I was in my early 20s. And another one of those things that somebody asked me to do something, and it kind of changed the course of what I was doing, and has now been something that's been a consistent part of my life for 25 years. I think so. My daughter will be 24, and I started right before she was born. So seems like we were just in the car. We were. All right, I am headed down to church. I have to tell you, we've talked about these things before. As I don't typically, I do get nervous when I speak in front of people. Don't mistake that. But I use that nervous as more like energy, right? And especially when I'm from an audience that, the audience wants you to do well. The audience is on your side. It's much easier to be confident about going into a situation. Now, I have spent, I would say, between reading up on the materials that were presented to me for the guy, for Neil today, just plus knowing him for quite a long time, and preparing with the program and knowing who's doing what during the program. There's preparation. There's absolutely preparation, but I haven't written a single thing down, and I'm not going to write a single thing down because part of it is I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I don't know until I get in the situation. I don't know what's appropriate yet because I don't know what the situation is. So you practice, these skills. It's very much like anything else. You practice how to dribble a basketball, how to shoot a basketball, how to pass a basketball. You run simulations, but you don't know until game time what this actual game situation is going to be. You just don't know. And so, yes, you have skills that you use, but you have to use them according to the situation that you're in. And quite frankly, I actually don't know what the situation is. So I got to get a little bit more clarification on what the expectation is of me. As Mark Twain famously said, if you need me to speak for 2 hours, I'm only going to need a couple of minutes of preparation. But if you only need me to speak for a couple of minutes, I'm going to need some time to get ready. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just welcoming everybody. So some opening, very, casual opening remarks. And I think the smartest thing for me to do is to just speak from my heart about my relationship with the guy and how long I've known him, and what that means to me, and it's a little bit from my perspective, and then introduce the idea that that's what some other people are going to be doing here today as well. They're going to be talking to you about Neil from their perspective, the way that they have come to love him during their time together here at Hyde Park Community United Methodist Church and outside of Hyde Park Community United Methodist Church. See, I'm already practicing on you. Yeah, different perspective today.